were like above 6-point Magnum. I'm like, Jesus.
And this was out in the ocean off the coast, like, 100 miles, something like that? That's nuts.
Yeah, but once you see 2012, that's it. You don't want to hear about any earthquakes off the coast.
2012, that movie was horrible. iMorpheus is chiming in. Me Waves. Typhoon, he says. So you're looking at Chris and Crystal from the Double Special Show, and they are good friends of ours from across the bay in Clearwater, Florida, and they're hanging out. We're going to do a show with them on Saturday, and I think you've probably seen me post a bunch of shit about iMorpheus.
Actually, can I just say?
Yeah.
I'm back to iMorpheus and a bit shocked, to be honest with you.
What?
Well, he's been racist, straight off the cuff.
What?
Yeah, he's been racist because obviously he's not a native, as we all know.
Native of
what? Where is it? Japan?
He's from LA.
Right, exactly. He's from LA.
But
and nearly
he's
tried
OG.
to go out that window. Babes, that's wrong. I'm off.
He's thanks. Gee, thanks. iMorpheus does do a podcast called Death by Horror. Make sure you go to deathbyhorror.com, folks, and check that out. It's really fun. He's never seen any horror movies, and his friend walks him through horror movies in a choose-your-own-adventure style thing. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it very much. It's an old IRC command, he said. # me waves. Come on, John. Really? You're doing he's doing some crazy old computer talk, IRC talk in here. John, you're killing me. Come on, man. This is not time for typing.
Sorry, big little eyes.
John looks like he's 90. You freaking knob. When are you coming back here, John? When are you coming back?
Chris was saying something then.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we were trying to figure out how to get our face to come up on the feed when we speak, so if you can say something.
If you, no, it'll automatically does, of course. If you hold your mouse pointer over each individual picture, you can.
I got you.
Yeah. So if you hold it over me, which I know you're going to do, obviously, you're going to want to watch me for the conversation.
Steve
really?
Steve looks so mad. Steve looks like he's so mad. Look at him.
I'm trying to figure out computer stuff.
Are you looking at those old commands?
Yeah.
What is /
I never used IRC, which is weird because I was so I was in Unix days and I used to install those systems, but I've never used IRC. So.
iMorpheus, I do have a bunch of sausages I can send John that he did send me the other day. I was sitting there making sausages. That's all he ever does. All he hears. I was like, what are you doing, making sausages? He's like, let's see, sausages. There we go. Here's John's sausages from the other day.
Oh, look at that. Aren't they lovely?
You look like...
Dear God.
Well, you can get, as you know, Crystal, you can get different size sausages.
You get human finger-sized sausages?
You'd know that if you knew anything about dialects.
For God's sake.
Anything about a good English breakfast? You know the sausages can vary in size.
They come in different sizes.
Of course they do.
Sometimes in a can with some spotted
we
dick.
know that. John.
Did you see what I posted the other day?
No.
Did you see what? 2 of the founding fathers are from Liverpool. So sorry about that.
Actually, I think all of them were from mostly England, so go get fucked. We know how it worked. You came over here in red coats, bright as shit. We shot at you in the snow, and you were like,
no,
hey,
there was no. Listen, Tosser. This is where you get. This is where you keep making a mistake, right? Right.
Hey, look at me in the bright red coat.
You can't say they or it was a fight amongst yourself. It was a civil war in another country.
No, I got that. And
Squabbling children.
Of course.
Yep.
We're a bunch of knobheads, and we're still doing the same thing. But then you came over in the bright red coats.
Right. So basically,
you couldn't have found anything that matched a little bit with the landscape or anything like that. You guys couldn't make anything like that.
No, listen. You were like the son, isn't it, that went away?
Oh, the prodigal son.
The prodigal son. Yeah, that's exactly right. The prodigal So
that's
we're just
awesome.
waiting for you to come home now.
Yeah, the prodigal son, the one that was abused, he took our money, he gave us money, he took it back.
And that's awesome.
That's
Like,
right.
That still doesn't
I'm
cover.
sorry,
That still doesn't
Yeah.
cover the fact.
but we'll have the country back now if that's all right with you.
I don't think
Well, you live here, you son of a bitch. There's no way you're having anything back. They're gonna take it back from you.
Yeah,
as I showed John, I'm actually my family's from England. I sent him my family lineage, and we're from, where is it, John? We're from
Wait a minute, where is it? You should know
That's-
that.
Where?
Essex, I think.
Oh, I don't even know what you said now. Was it Essex?
Essex.
Essex.
No, with it. John, Essex with the earrings.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's where all the hoochie mamas. We call them hoochie
So,
mamas.
no, you're away from Essex. I wouldn't have allowed it. I wouldn't have allowed it. You're definitely not from Essex.
He was from Brighton.
Don't ever say that word again to anyone here.
His family was all from Brighton.
Exactly. We talked about this, you being a southern softie.
So, John, do you consider yourself in the north? Because you're like kind of midway.
I know. He's on the water. He's in a little resort town.
We are considered in the country, as far as the map goes, northwest.
Really? I didn't get that by the direction that your Liverpool's in from.
There's me thinking, Crystal was being rude. How wrong was I? How wrong was I?
John, you know that you're referred to as a northern nonce. So
No, that's not true. That's not true. Maybe in your
no.
maybe in
It's,
your mind.
no, it's by statement of fact with the rest of Britain.
Northern nonce.
Yeah,
No, I'm not having that.
yeah, you are. You are. You're practically Yorkshire.
Oh,
Oh, well, I'd be very proud of it.
Oh, would you? Down the mines?
Yeah, I'd be very, very proud. Any of the countries in our great nation, you know, England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, I'd be happy to be associated with any of those groups, apart from Essex.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a show that's called Essex?
The only way is Essex.
Didn't they have a TV show that was called Essex? No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that show was.
Yeah, he just told you what it was called.
Oh, he
Yeah,
did.
but he's fast and all British like.
Sorry.
It was like the Kardashians show. If I'm quite
But
correct.
more orange.
More.
Imagine that.
Who are you talking to, John? You're
I was just talking to me bloody self, get more
I
sense.
thought you were talking all that stuff in the background.
No one else laughed at that apart from Steve. If no one laughed at any of the irony jokes or ironic jokes, can you point it out, please?
All right, I will do. Okay.
Like,
Wrist together. See what happens.
Yeah.
They just think.
I've got back up for a change. He may be a southern softie, but
Yeah, but hold on, Steve. Where are you from again? Heswell?
Who, me?
Yeah. Where are you from?
Well, I was born in Bracknell,
Where's
which
that
is
at?
just outside London. But I grew up in Chepstow, which is in Wales. So,
God. You know what that means.
sheep shagger.
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
barely only over the fucking fence.
Yeah, I know. But the Wellington boots are big enough that you can drop the hind legs with a sheep in to stop them running away.
So,
Can I tell you a little story now?
yeah.
Oh, this is going to go dark.
Yep.
Right, now this is true. This right. A friend of mine, he's much older than I am. I would say he's probably in his 60s.
Okay, yeah.
Right, right now. So anyway, when he was a young kiddie, he grew up and lived in. He's a Edinburgh boy, and they used to send him up north to go and do like orienteering, that sort of thing. Yeah. And
So he was a Boy Scout.
oh, yeah. Anyway. Oh, God. Hang on a minute. So anyway, they used to send them up north to the.
Can't share.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, let me get the story out. Christ. So they used to send them up north to go be with the shepherds and all the rest of it. And they learned to gather, sheep in and all that carry on. So obviously they did lambing as well. And when the lambs were born, they used to have to castrate them. So they had to castrate the sheep's nuts.
Yeah, that's the only castrate ever. You know that, right?
Right, hang on. So anyway, with that, he said,
Come on,
obviously,
Steve's
this
here.
cockstall goes, hey, you young ones now, you don't know how good it is. And that would have been Irish, I apologise. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. Everyone called Jimmy. Gregory. Hey, Gregory. Hey. So anyway, Angus. All that shit.
That's like an American doing an English accent. That's like,
Maybe have a sale. So anyway, it goes. That went nearly cockney there. It goes. You lads don't know. I've got to do it in a pirate voice because I think that's all I do. Say, you young'uns don't know how good you have it now. Pure redeemers. And with that, he said, we didn't have any fancy pliers to be taking the nuts off the sheep, right? And so with that, he picked the sheep up and bit its nuts off. And so that's how we used to do it in olden times.
Shouldn't know Steve here, dude.
No, that's it. That's what they actually did. They picked the sheep up, bit the nuts off, send them on the way.
That's what old Moyle used to do to circumcision on the kids.
Yep.
There was still one practicing not too long ago, and he got in trouble.
Good pirate voice.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I've got police nuts right off. Oh.
Yeah, whereas in John's the guy doesn't goes "Arr!" in Miguel's story they do it and they go "Oi!" Yes.
Getting the jerky
you
voice
probably
all
need to do
Rosenberg.
more because you got just to kind of,
I'd be going.
John would be going. Oh,
Yeah.
John.
Nice.
Fuck it,
a
that
lot of
darn
life
old
in this room.
Between us, we all got about 3 months left.
That's right.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
Listen to him.
Oh, you're
God.
killing me.
He's
You're
the
killing me.
youngest one of all of us, I'm thinking, except for the Japanese.
I'm 40 now.
Oh God.
I'm 40 now. Actually, Morpheus is about. I think he's been there in John's age.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so.
He's only a young fella. What?
Morpheus.
Derek, how old are you? I think he's in his 60s.
I think he's 45 plus. Because he's had some 49. Wow, he looks great for that age, man. I gotta give it to him.
Apologies, Derek. I've not that I've ever seen him.
So
I've
Steve
got
is the oldest
pictures
one.
of you.
Steve is the oldest one.
Yeah,
He's
just
old.
realised that.
How old are you, Steve?
Looks like a big old.
45 and a half.
Looks like a 50-year-old penis.
How old are
I look like a shaved scrotum.
Except you're not
you?
that
Still don't know how old you are.
45.
Fuck off.
All right. Where?
You fucking. Do you know what? You must have had a fucking terrible baby around when you were a kid.
yeah. I was aborted 6 times. So
But I kept going.
I did.
See, I tell a joke on stage. I haven't told it for such a long time. Whereas I say to people, hello everybody, I'm John Wilson. I was born in a bucket, 2-story, strongholds. Not everybody gets the joke.
I don't
See, Crystal doesn't get it. Chris,
He was aborted and he had to pull himself out of the bucket to save himself.
there you go. I didn't hear you laughing very much. That was all.
No, she just didn't like the joke.
No, I just don't get it.
That happens
Hey,
sometimes.
hey, John. John, that
Yeah.
joke was an abortion.
No, not typically.
No, obviously, yeah. Well,
The rope, the suctioner? What's the rope? I don't
Rope.
understand. What's the rope?
What rope?
How does he climb himself up without a rope?
With his arms, with his strong arms.
On the umbilical cord.
strong arms, guys.
He gets airlifted by the Coast Guard.
He
you crawl out of the uterus? I don't care.
No,
the woman would squat and drop into the bucket, and then yeah,